The First Lady, Remi Tinubu, has donated 1.5 billion naira to victims of floods in Niger and Adamawa states as part of a humanitarian outreach under the Renewed Hope initiative. Okay, just before we came on air, I actually saw a report in one of the national dailies this morning calculating how much the First Lady has doled out within the past 2 years. I'm not condemning giving. Giving is good. Giving is good. Even the Bible preaches that we should give. But at the same time, the Bible also told us that you should teach a man how to fish than to give him fish. It appears our politicians, our leaders, would rather want a situation where Nigerians are in this condition where they cannot help themselves. Whenever a tragedy or something happens, our leaders use it as an opportunity to make a statement. Yes, sometimes for good, but most of the times they do these things for the optics. I did ask a question yesterday morning. The office of the First Lady that has been donating these billions and billions of naira. If you go through our constitution, there is no office of the First Lady. And with all due respect to Mrs. Remi Tinubu, this is not just about her. You go to the state level, we have wives of governors who also use the nomenclature First Ladies of their state. Billions of naira being pumped into these offices that, constitutionally speaking, should not be in existence. So for me this morning, I would rather that the government of the day channel these monies into productive venture. For instance, if you take a look at how much the First Lady, the current First Lady, has donated, if that money was used to erect maybe an industry or a factory somewhere that people could afford to work and feed themselves 3 times a day, I'm sure most Nigerians would prefer going to work than waiting until disaster happens and government officials would use that as an opportunity to dole out billions of naira. And the truth is, these monies are not really theirs. These monies come from the coffers of the government. We also have seen situations in the past where, because it is the president's wife, people who want to curry favor would donate to our foundation. I can't rule that out. We've seen that happen even in previous administrations. But my experience, my interaction with everyday Nigerians has shown that we are a proud people. We would rather go to work. We are not beggars. We would rather work, eke out a living, be in a situation to help ourselves than be in a pitiable situation where if someone doesn't give us a bag of rice, if someone doesn't donate money to us, make it look like they are doing us a favor, whereas the money in the first place is not even theirs. It's our money. Well, I don't know how you see what's happening. Every now and then, it's one donation after another, and it is coming under the Renewed Hope initiative. That's it. Renewed Hope initiative, which in itself connotes politics.
Well, I agree that we should tackle the situation that will not allow us to get to the level where we'll be begging for fish. I agree that our people should be empowered with what will sustain them for a longer period. But a situation involving flood is an emergency. Most of them have been displaced. First thing first, they need a place to lay their head. I assume that these monies that will be given to those people will either help them rent an apartment or help them get a place where they can drop their property and at least put their head down and be safe. And then when you are safe, you can now think about what to do with your life. So yes, it's a multi-dimensional approach to this issue. Give us a lasting solution, but yeah, we also need the money to be able to settle down at first instance, because right now a lot of them are patching with relations, IDP camps. So the money is very important. That's why yesterday I did mention that I wish that the money was going directly to them. Because once it gets to the governor, there's going to be bureaucracy, there's going to be political consideration. But if it gets to these people directly, I collect my own, I go rent my house. Right. I think for me, that is my only problem.
Well, I've actually gotten the figure. In 2 years, the First Lady has donated 12.9 billion naira. Yes, to humanitarian gestures. 12.9 billion naira in 2 years. That's how much the First Lady has donated to humanitarian gestures. Well,